Are we on?
I don't know.
Is it on Facebook again? Watch all people watching Facebook again.
So you,
have they got no to do in their lives or what? It must be boring.
No, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Only joking.
You ever get that weird feeling like
what?
You're being watched by like people?
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? Why would people watch you? Crazy.
I think people are watching us.
No. They won't be watching us.
We'll just wait for it to connect properly because I think I can't see anyone coming on yet. But there we go.
Hello.
Hi. Whoever that is. We lost connection. It started raining really bad.
Yeah.
And so it practically perfect timing, really.
Yeah.
So we've just got back in the car and drove away from the castle, so we've got a bit better reception now because we're in the town centre of the local town. So hi guys, and thank you for tuning in tonight.
And participating, you helped a lot.
Yeah.
And I got to admit, I do apologise for letting the little P word come out, and sorry about that. But it's been explained to me about how spirit does affect this negativity. It'll just cut off straight away. And okay, I learnt my lesson. I'm a bad boy, and basically your mouth ran before the brain engaged. So I do it all the time, as you know. People who know me, I'm always for put my foot in it.
I've done it numerous times but
I've learnt my lesson. It won't happen again.
Until I spoke with Neil, I did it to him, and he had to meditate again afterwards. Right. Hi Barry, mate, you all right?
Hi Tracy, Barry, and Steffi Mills. Hi guys, what a brilliant night it was. Shane was just saying that. He says that was a really good night tonight. A lot of things happened. Shane got a bit spooked, ran off. Where are you going? Where are you off? I thought he did something else, but
he thought I trumped.
I thought, what's wrong? He's not sensitive.
But I can't even explain what happened.
Yeah.
It will
did you see a face or a black image?
No, I didn't see anything. I just felt it. But if you watched what actually happened when that happened, because I think Andrew just followed me because I just went.
Yeah.
Because I needed to. When anything negative happens to me, especially spirit negative rather than human negative, but probably even if it's human negative, all I'll do is just get out of that environment. I don't want to be there. I don't want to confront it.
I'm not scared of you. The next minute you went out, like, whoo.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. I was basically saying, hi, Henry. I'm really. You might scare Eleanor, but you don't really scare me and Andrew. You don't scare us. And then literally, probably 5 seconds later, my entire body just froze. The entire body just got like goosebumps. It started to get more intense, and I just like was frozen solid. Yeah. And so I just went and said, I think I said shit, and then just went, and you were like, what's up?
I was just looking around at the lovely building.
Mate,
I was like, what's going on?
There's sometimes when you're glad you aren't sensitive, but it will just.
But I'd like to experience that. But then again, look what happened out of that manifestation on my face.
Yeah.
Look at the eyebrows normal again. Crazy.
Oh, weird, I'm buzzing. Every time we go, it's different. Last time we went and it was super negative, and it would just instantly get out, leave, and we didn't get nothing intelligent because it was just adamant it wanted us to leave.
You're okay, Shane?
Yeah, I am now. I can't. It's just weird. But I did it. It was my own fault because I provoked him a bit, and I know it's a bit naughty. I know Zach and everybody does it on Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, but they do it just for.
Mine was with respect, but he is the most intimidating spirit I've ever had. I was saying to you, Jane, earlier on today that I'm a bit apprehensive because I've been under the weather mentally, so to speak, the last 4 weeks or so, and I'm a bit more susceptible to things like that now. Neil's helped me meditate last night, bless him. He got me to that much of a relaxed state last night. I could literally, every heartbeat, I could feel it through my entire body. If you've ever been that relaxed in meditation,
but the worst thing about
you can feel your heart actually beating through your entire body by rate.
100 mile away, and he's still.
He still does it through the phone.
That's amazing, isn't it? It's just crazy.
Yeah, but literally. So, I still can't. I'm still lost for speech. Like I can't even form words to say what. That was just very intimidating. That's all I can really say. But like you were saying, a ghost.
And yes, Rachel, she said earlier that's the first time we've seen us together for a long time. Well, I've been working a lot. You've been in a lot of mediumship, going to your speeding.
Not mediumship.
You know what I mean? Doing your spiritual thing.
Purely developing.
You're developing.
I accidentally give readings sometimes, but that's just purely accident.
Yeah.
And like when I did the panda thing with you.
Yeah, that was pretty weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But there you go.
But I don't mean to do it. It just bugs me, and then I say, "Does this mean no?" And then
Yeah, it's
you're like,
Chinese, isn't it?
"Yeah, that was my nickname when I was a kid."
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, wow." But
I know.
yeah,
So, yeah, that's what's that? Henry Percy has been messed with you, Westwood, sorry. And then earlier, granddaughter's asleep now.
I heard my name. Yes, I thought I did as well, just as you were about to leave and we said bye. And I'm sure it said your name, Josephine, by the way. Because I commented on that as it happened. So if you heard it as well, then
I just got the last
did.
part of the words, obviously, because it might sound stupid, but when I got these headphones on, I hear things totally different to what you guys do.
Yeah.
And everything's enhanced, amplified.
You don't have a sense of direction
No
either,
direction.
because it's just
Like,
literally
where
in
did
your
that
ears.
come from? I like
Yeah.
it's like that. It's so it's pretty. Well,
It's a bit disorientating, I suppose,
Yeah,
isn't it?
so, but,
yeah, it's Henry de Percy isn't to be messed with. He's the most intimidating. He's survived numerous times, and it's not even a patch on Henry.
He's supposed to be the most violent poltergeist in Europe. Is that monk in East Dragon?
Monk. Sorry, I
everybody
won't.
says a monk.
I won't comment.
Yeah, they all say monks.
Yeah, I won't comment that. But yeah, it's been a pretty
eventful night.
Yeah,
Good.
I've loved it.
I can't wait to do my what do you call it, the EVPs tomorrow to find out.
Hi Rachel, not spoke to you in a while. Hope you're okay. Thanks to Neil for helping Shane meditate. You look better now. That was last night because I had a bit of an experience at work yesterday. The empathic side absorbed some really upsetting information from someone, and I didn't intentionally do it, but I got way too much information what I really don't want to know about, and Neil just basically helped me ground myself again and get rid of it, and he's an amazing guy. He really is. We're lucky to have him in GSI.
Absolutely. It's crazy.
So, but yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
The
brilliant.
old West Yorkshire one.
Yeah.
We're almost a year old now.
Yeah, we are. I was May, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we, mind you, that's the first place we met as well. So it's like an anniversary type place, isn't it?
Yeah. The first time I ever met you were in Spofforth. You brought your daughter along.
I did, yeah. Mia brought her across.
She got the most evidence out of everyone.
Well, I think she is quite sensitive. I'd love her to bring her to one of our events, but she's a bit young. She's only 15, so she's a little bit young. But maybe next year when she turns 16. But I'd like to bring her along.
Everyone's commenting. I think they're commenting on the old stream still.
All right.
They must be all watching it like behind or something. I keep getting comments up, but they're not actually coming up on this one. They're coming up on the old stream. So I'm sure you guys when you watch this one,
because we thoroughly did. Absolutely amazing.
And next time, obviously, Rachel, you won't be able to come because you're quite far away. Unless you fancy a plane journey over. But Ellen, you and Michael, if you ever want to join us at Spofforth, we'll give you enough notice, especially when it gets lighter nights. But obviously, when it's lighter nights, we will probably do it a bit later because it's better to be dark. And you're welcome to join us. It's not going to cost a penny. It's just a free place, and it's a pretty cool place. Yeah,
that's all right.
So and if you did miss it, we did apologise for any bad language what we used. I think I used the word shit and you used
but yours is acceptable. you were scared. Yeah. I was just,
and the reason if you're not a sensitive person, I know Jane you're a medium, if you're not if you're in the zone, I call it the zone, everyone will have a different thing. If you're in that state of mind where you're able to actually connect to spirit clairaudiently, clairsensiously, like Neil can do it all. If he's in that zone and he's got Phil at the side of him and he's connected to a spirit, if I go up to him and start swearing and dancing and flashing at him or something like that, well, whatever. If I do something obscene,
really,
whatever. No, no. If I do something like that,
you're a close relationship, but come on.
No, but you don't know, mate. But if he's connected to spirit and then I just go up to him and start messing about in his face, he's going to instantly lose connection, and he probably won't. He'll have to meditate again and get himself all grounded and get himself relaxed and positive.
And you feel awful.
And you've literally got to get into the happy place, or literally, when you're just waking up on a morning and you're the most relaxed you ever are. You're half asleep and you're really relaxed and calm. that's the sort of place you need to be when you're wanting to be connecting the most effectively to spirit. So if someone's there in your face swearing or telling rude jokes or whatever, you're instantly going to come out of that sort of state of mind. And that's the reason why we need to be clean in these sort of environments, but the odd word slips out now and again.
Just read that there, Josephine. Thank you, my eyebrows are back normal again and they've got protruding no more. It's pretty weird, isn't it? Big nose, I know.
That is...
You know, say about people with big nose, don't you?
An handsome guy there.
No, it's not.
Sorry. Yeah, we're just happy. It's been a brilliant night.
Buzzing, absolutely great.
I thank you guys because
thank you for it. Apart from you, you're doing the investigation.
You tell us what to say. You tell us where to go. If you've seen something behind us, whatever. Because our eyes, we can see here because it's light, but there we've got torches in our faces. We can't. As soon as we lift away from the light of the screen, you can't see anything apart from like a white orb. Basically.
Well, what I'll do is I'm going to bring some waders next time, and I'll go down to them myself with a camera and EVP, and
you won't get any reception like that, yeah.
No, with a normal camera, and just get out and see if we catch anything.
We've done it a few times and never really got out, but it's just quite a weird place, isn't it?
Music I got down there.
Did
once.
You?
Yeah, with another group.
I was singing though at top.
Oh no, it was nice music.
Andrew!
Damn.
I'm only kidding.
I know. No,
sorry, we're just talking stupid anyway.
Yeah, it's what we do.
I can't believe there's actually 9 people watching us just talk.
I'm going to say a bad word, but my hands have been slapped. I'm in cuffed up, me. I'm a bad boy. I've been sent to the corner of the room.
Have we missed anything? You guys should look into Paranormal in Sheffield. I did, and I looked. I contacted them, right, and says, how much is it to hire the building for the night? They said £1,500. So if we hired that place, we'd be charging you about £100 each to come along with us. If there were 15 of you or whatever, it's absolute. I don't know. It's just very expensive, basically.
I went there once though with another group, just experience. Basically, I got invited, so I was more lovely to go. But
it might be a brilliant place, but if. Do you ever worry that cellular data could be messing with the results or even harming the ghosts? Never really thought about it.
No.
I worry about how much it's costing me. But, I don't really know. It affects the EMF detectors, that's why I stay away from them, or if we're getting results on them at the time, we try to make sure it's not being caused by the phone. When we were at the World War II camp in Huddersfield, we went as close as we could and then as far away as we could to the point where it wasn't affecting it live on camera, so you could see that we weren't causing the responses what we were getting.
Yeah, well, I've actually got a device now. It detects anything electrical, so I can do a baseline, make sure there's nothing electrical in there, and it comes up straight away. Go down phones, so we know what. So it will alarm. So next time we get that, I'll take that again with us. So it's just another way to eliminate things. That's all.
Harming them, I suppose. If it was, we probably wouldn't come through. I don't know. I'd assume that anyway.
If something's harming you, you're not going to go towards
it. Like if you're walking around with a burning sage, smudging thing, they are going to stay away. So I'm assuming if you're going to be, if similar from mobile phone data or Wi-Fi or something like that, they're probably going to stay away. So you'd never get any activity.
Yeah.
That's all I can really think anyway. I don't really know, but we won't really know till we die, I suppose.
Rachel's put.
What's she put?
Yeah, just
I've been kind of all had a good experience.
You two are funny, don't you?
You two are funny together, and don't worry, we will be eyes behind your backs.
I need them, don't we?
What does she mean? She's looking at our asses.
Hey?
Are you looking at our bum?
You can't tell.
I'll be eyes behind your back.
Right.
Aye.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Rachel. How you doing? I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. I know you're married, and I think you've got children. I think you're on my Facebook friends list anyway. I've not really spoken to you on the live stream for a while. It's been quite a while, really. But yeah, but they like phones as they drain the batteries. You ever do?
They do.
That's one thing. Yeah, they drain your camera batteries and everything.
Battery, any power source, as you know, they just take it. Selfish.
Jane's laughing. I think she's been drinking.
Well, yeah, she on bottle again. You're drinking wine again, Jane.
Oh, are you kidding? Yeah, she's from Lancashire, so we have a bit of banter with these
red rose people.
Yeah. Actually, 29th, myself, Andrew, Neil for definite, not sure about Vicky. Speaking of the Yorkshire-Lancashire divide, the War of the Roses, there's a famous battle what took place on the 29th of this month. 26,000 people were killed on this battle. And we're going to be going on that anniversary to try to see if maybe there's some sort of heightened activity because of the anniversary date. So I don't know if we'll be able to go live because it literally is the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere.
But we will be recording it and we will probably be stood in a bloody
hopefully
farmer's
yourself
field
and
all
Neil.
night.
Yeah, all you'd be here is sheep. That's all you'd be able to get. I'm on my
You never
EVP.
know, we might have gunfire or anything. I don't know what sort of, like, probably cannon
you
or
and
something.
Neil definitely
I won't be, he will. But that was the War of the Roses. One of the, I think it was technically classed as the bloodiest battle in English history. 26,000 people lost their life at it. But yeah, so I won't go into too much detail because we don't want 100 people turning up.
No, because exactly. I was going to mention something then, but I thought no, better not.
Yeah, but that's going to be later on in the month. But again, if any of there's 2 tickets left Saturday night, Sunderland up near Newcastle, UK. Sorry guys in America. The Aircraft Museum in Sunderland. Neil's going to be hosting as the medium. It's not a GSI event, but GSI are going to be helping out. Myself and Vicky's going to be there, and it's going to be some really trusted good guys who's going to be there. We're not just going to work with anybody because obviously they're using our names as well, so
Reputation.
they are very good, nice people.
No, Jen, it's not by the border. It's more over this side of Yorkshire.
Whereabouts is it though? At the border? No, it's not. It's in Yorkshire, but it was a battle. It was in the War of the Roses for definite.
I was quite impressed that Lancashire's got that far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well into Yorkshire.
Yeah.
They were on the way to York.
Yeah,
And it's literally quite close to York.
it's near York.
Ellen will know. It's not too far away from York, and it's in March, so it's just put in the bloodiest battle in English history, and 29th of March, and you'll soon find out where it is.
Is that Marsden Moor by any chance?
No, that's near Huddersfield. It's near
York.
you, near Tadcaster. It's not too far. It's not too far from here, actually.
No, you could take about 10 minutes to get there.
Yeah. No, Marsden Moor. It's near Blubber Houses. Blubber? I've no idea.
Not sure what you mean by that.
Laugh out loud, I'm paying attention, guys.
Was that Rachel?
Yeah. To what? Is she still on about our bums?
She's on about your asses again, mate. Do you know?
Handsome Andrew's ass.
No. I hate when you call that handsome. You think that I'm self-obsessed or something? I'm not.
No.
I'm far from it.
The reason is someone said he were cute, and then he had. I think at one point someone sent him a rude picture.
Yeah.
He instantly blocked them. Obviously, he's a happily married man, but they sent him a rude picture.
I was beside my wife, and the next message, I turned it on, there was just a pair of boobs saying, check these orbs out. No.
Check these orbs out.
I had a look, and they were quite nice, but no, get my wife, hide it, no.
Yeah. And then and he's had, I think, 3 men.
Oh yeah,
message
the lads like me, yeah.
Asking if you're interested in some sort of encounter.
Yeah, I had that Asian guy today.
So that's why we call him Handsome Andrew anyway. Yeah, he's pretty popular with the men and women. So
more like the men.
Yeah, but it's not just one; it's quite a few. So that's why we're
doing something right.
So we call him Handsome Andrew.
It was because
anyway.
of the big monobrows I grew today. It's mental, isn't it?
He is cute though, isn't he?
I'm embarrassed.
Go over to Blubber Houses, going from here to York.
What is Blubber Houses?
I don't know. Blubber's like what?
Whale?
Yeah, whale, isn't it? It's what we eat in Faroe Islands. I don't agree with that, by the way. I'm a supporter of Sea Shepherd. No, I shouldn't really bring politics and views like that into it. They're animal activists, really. It was Greenpeace, if you're aware of Greenpeace. One of the founders of Greenpeace split off from them because they were too peaceful. And so he formed Sea Shepherd. He basically goes around stopping poachers and things like that and going into the Southern Ocean, which is where Antarctica is. It's the nearest place to it, Australia, but that's about 2,000 miles away, and they stop all the Japanese from whaling. So that's what I know as Blubber anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm just reading what was it Helen says on there.
think I know. Marsden Moor is very near York. Very bloody battle, Roundheads and Cavaliers.
Yep.
Very haunted. Sounds cool.
Sounds great.
Your head went round today though when whatever were happening to your face. It were like weird.
Was it?
I'd love to. I'm gonna get that back and edit it down and just get that bit.
What did
your
you guys
face
think
just
about that?
changed. It were just.
Really?
Did you all notice when it were happening? I hate whaling. Yeah, I do. Really do. All my Sea Shepherd tops and everything. I've sent them some money.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty weird. I didn't feel any sensation. I didn't feel no oppression, any aggression, or anything like that. It was just pretty.
You could see it.
Well,
when I looked at you
first,
actually in real life, I couldn't see it. It was just through the phone.
Do you think it's because the light against the eyebrows might be casting against the forehead?
God knows.
Well, saying that now, I've got the light
your
here.
entire face changed though to me. You just looked different.
Well, that's twice it's happened, isn't it? Well, first I got the facial hair, then next it was the facial eyebrow.
It's weird, isn't
facial forehead. So yes, his face did change.
Yeah.
Crazy. But is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? What do you guys think about that?
I have no idea. It's the Battle of Towton, by the way. Towton, or however it's pronounced.
Towchester.
Towchester. I have no idea about that one. There's that many though. How long did the War of the Roses last?
Oh. A fair few years.
Yeah.
It happened a lot.
I think there's only like the English-Scottish battles what were like longer.
Yeah.
And we're talking hundreds and hundreds of years ago. It's British history goes back a hell of a long time.
A long time.
And I know
way before the Romans and that.
Yeah, it's just we've had Romans and Vikings, and we're talking a couple thousand years there.
Easy.
So it's especially the York area where it's had Vikings and Romans and everything.
It's a bloody history, though, isn't it? All of it. It's just.
It's a serious history.
Yeah.
We're very lucky, really. We are really, really lucky.
More civilised. I know we've got the thing what's happening up in the Middle East, but we're a far more civilised place now, aren't we? Yeah, you're going to get idiots going around and your murders and that, but it's not half as bad as it was. They used to, if you looked at somebody wrong, if I said a naughty word, I would have got bloody shot or stabbed.
Yeah, they've been sent to Australia.
Yeah, it's mental. So we are quite lucky how things are. Towton.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Towton.
Hi,
Paige.
Just changed. It was funny though. Yeah, his face changed.
Do you think it was something nasty though? Should I be worried about what's happened? It's just a thought.
No, but you've gone back to normal.
Yeah, but is it classed as a possession? I don't know.
No,
I'm not
I think he's just trying to show himself in any way he possibly can.
Yeah,
I've spoke to Neil about this quite a lot because I've been quite stressed over the last few weeks with some personal things. I've not been as sensitive, and some of the times when I have been sensitive, it's been way overcharged and really emotional and things like that, and I've not really been able to control it. And what spirit will do is find, depending on your level of sensitivity, they're going to find a way to actually make connection so you understand it using what your ability is. So if you're clairaudient, then they're going to speak to you. If you're clairsensious, they're going to do something through your senses. If you're empathic, they're going to mess with your emotions.
Don't worry. Thanks, Rebecca.
I don't really know what. I'm still coming. Yeah. I'm still trying to understand it.
Basically, I just want to take nothing back home. Yeah. That's all.
No. I've already done the prayers and everything on the
cleansing type thing.
Yeah. So there's no.
So would you say it's something like scrying? You know when you do what in front.
Yeah, it's similar to that. Yeah.
And you just seen a
transgression or something. I can't remember. It's trans something.
I'm just seeing what people say.
Yeah. Don't worry. No, it's fine. They'll use any way they possibly can to try to communicate to make you understand. Because all it's basically mediumship is about, really. That the biggest skill in the best mediums is interpretation. It's the way you interpret what you're getting to pass that message on, and that's where I struggle, and that's where Neil obviously does a brilliant job. And so, literally, when I've lost connection and I'm a bit stressed, they'll just start playing with my hair. I'll feel the warm tingly, and then I'll actually literally start looking around thinking there's a draft. I can feel my hair moving, and I look and there's no way there's possibly a draft. So they're just using that to let me know they're there instead, and that's probably like a family member or something. So if I've detached myself from it, they'll do a different thing to try to get your attention. They'll flip a photo over, and in that photo it's probably the person what's doing it. They're going to use whatever ability level you're at, I suppose, really. And if you start to ignore it, they'll probably get a bit noisier, and they'll get a bit noisier, and that's where the poltergeist stuff comes in, where things start getting thrown and stuff.
Amazing, isn't it? It's a fascinating subject.
It is.
But, no, Paige, I don't have any special abilities, where Shane is more like developing a sensitivity. I'm just totally numb.
Do your ears ring? They have before.
I get that.
It's not as much now, because I'm getting a bit used to. But that's a bit of a developing clairaudience thing. If anyone doesn't really understand, Neil's explained it to me. It's just usually this ear, my left ear, and it goes really muffly and things. And I've had that in Hull once, and it just went really weird, and I couldn't really explain it. But eventually, got quite distracted by it, and he spirit guide over to clear it for me. But mine do all the time. Both or one. Apparently it'll be one. But I don't really know too much about it, because it's only happened a few times. But it's always my left ear, and then Neil says that's practically what happened to him before he could zone. And like, if you imagine a radio, this is how he explains it to me. I'll just relay it back. You imagine when the radio's slightly out and it's not clear, and you've got to slightly manually adjust it till it gets to the perfect signal so you can hear it clear. It's basically like that. You're getting a frequency from spirit, and then you've got to slightly imagine yourself tuning that frequency so you can hear a spirit talking. And so that's the beginning part of it, the buzzing. And once that happens, you hopefully might hear a spirit, but you might never be able to do it. I might never be able to do it. I might only just get the buzzing. Who knows? But that's apparently what happens. Neil's tried to explain
James
it.
Just confirmed that, and so has Rachel.
Yeah,
they've just confirmed what he's saying.
So that's it. If you can imagine yourself tuning a radio, but literally doing that in your head to yourself, and then if you do it right, you might only ever do it right once and never again after that, but you might actually hear a spirit talking. It probably the first one will be your own spirit guide, and if you can connect to them, then you're probably going to be a pretty bloody good medium, and Neil can. So if you can get that right, apparently it sounds very, very fast, and it's not just like me talking to you now, it's probably twice the speed, and that's why sometimes mediums will say, can you just repeat that please, because they are talking ridiculously fast. I know a lot about it because I've spent hours and hours and hours speaking to Neil about what he feels and what it's like, because it's a very interesting and confusing subject, and we're never really going to know till we die, are we? But he obviously is able to connect to the dead, so that's what the ear buzzing is. What's Chris's, my ex's twin sister's boyfriend or fiance, and he's a bit of a skeptic, but I think he's an open-minded one. So are you open to the idea that ghosts are not the spirits of the dead, but are in fact creatures from a different dimension occupying this space? I don't know. They say demonic ones are like animals and things like that, and but Neil always says that, and I start to believe it a bit, that demons don't really exist. You just, if you're a bit of a nice person on Earth, you're going to be a nice spirit. If you're Jack the Ripper on Earth, you're going to be what we'd perceive as demonic. So obviously you're just basically the person you are. If you're doing human sacrifices and satanic rituals and things like that, you're probably going to get a really dark, horrible person. What you're going to connect to. So that's Have you met Zach from Ghost Adventures or worked with him? No. No.
We're too busy for him.
Yeah, we've refused.
Yeah. He's trying to catch him in our coattails, isn't he?
Yeah. He's always. He has to. We're going to sit in his haunted museum and just be exhibits. Like, we're just going to sit there. Hi, with him, not us. No. I've had spirit alter my voice. Wow. Yeah.
Mine does it after another.
Have you guys used pendulums?
No. I haven't.
I've been on
Neil
like
has.
the traditional ones where that's happened, but I haven't personally done it. We've done a human pendulum before, where I've got a video up in the Iron Mine. I don't know if if you're on my friend's wall or Andrew's, you'll see a picture, my cover photo at the minute. We're both in miners' hats. We went to the Cleveland Ironstone mine last September or October, and we did a human pendulum there. Where literally it's the same thing as the pendulum, like, you know, when the hypnotist does look into my eyes and all that, the pendulum moving, and apparently the spirit's able to make that.
So we'll go to yes or no questions.
And the human ones basically use a pendulum instead of the actual a real pendulum.
Hi Susie. Sorry, just someone saying hi.
I connect well with the pendulum. A few people said that. Yeah, the human one's pretty cool, because if you get someone who doesn't really believe in spirits or life after death, and you get them to stand in the middle and really relax, and then you ask them to be pushed forward for yes or backwards for no, and then they actually go flying forward, and then you say, what did that feel like? And 2 hands were on my shoulder, and you're like, well,
there's nobody around you,
no one were there, we've just recorded it. There's a video, if you scroll back through our videos, that is actually a human pendulum experiment, and that was her first ever investigation, and she turned up and that happened, and she thought her husband were playing tricks on her, stood behind, and he clearly wasn't. So pretty cool when someone experiences that. I've been on absolutely ages now.
Yeah.
But if no one has got any further questions or anything, we'll leave you, and we'll speak again on Saturday at the next investigation.
Yep. Obviously I won't be there.
No.
So we're doing a family thing.
How about a Ouija board? Some people use dowsing rods. I don't like them. No, I don't like them either, to be honest with you. Unless you've got them on a tripod or something, you're supposed to use them in your hands. But the slightest little movement will make them move.
Yeah, so you can.
So I don't. If I'm holding them, like as I said this on one of the live streams, I literally have my hands tucked in.
Keep them steady.
And so there's no way my hand can move. But even after 10 minutes of that, your hand's going to be moving, choose how still you keep it. So I'm a bit sceptical about them. But Ouija boards, it's just basically like a spirit box or an echo box. It's just an old version of it, really. People are scared that you're going to bring a demon through or something. But you could do that on an echo box, technically. It's just a method of communication with a spirit. It's, to be honest with you, if we ever use one at an event, like the table tipping Ouija boards, or just a glass being pushed forward for yes and backwards for no, all them sort of similar ones, but open to people faking, unfortunately. Us team members will never do it with guests, and if a guest ever is on the table and the family member comes through, we'll pull them off of the table, because they can influence what's actually happening as well. So for me to believe that, it'd literally have to be Neil, Vicky and Andrew stood on that table doing that for me to believe that were 100% genuine. I probably wouldn't.
Trust us,
yeah, because I trust you. That I know you wouldn't fake it, but I wouldn't ever. I could watch anyone else do it and I'd still be sceptical unless I were there, like with my eyes right in front of the glass watching it. Because I've seen that. I've got video evidence of someone faking it from another paranormal team. We'll never release it, and we'll never say who or what, but we've disassociated with that group because of that very footage, and it's so easy to fake, so I don't really like it, to be honest.
Well, that's what people are like sometimes. If they can't create it, they just create it, and if they can't get it, it's just it's pointless. If spirit's not there, spirit's not there, end of. So don't fake it. Why?
It's pointless. Like we said tonight, nothing happened really for the first hour and on.
It was quiet.
And we said,
well, as you saw,
we're not conjurers. We can't make something just appear.
Yeah, it just happened, didn't it? Then all of a sudden,
they get used to you. They're checking you out. Oh, the hell are these two idiots stood here?
We've been there.
And then they get used to you.
Yeah.
They'll come forward. They can see that you're having a bit of a laugh, so you're giving positive vibes out. Then they'll come forward.
Can't do with groups who are all serious all the time and thinks it's all dark and gloomy and that. No, you're there. You're supposed to enjoy it, have a laugh, and Try and be respectful, unlike me.
It's easy to get carried away in it sometimes.
Yeah,
but,
that's how it
we
works.
use dowsing rods as trigger objects. Yeah, we use trigger objects quite a lot, to be honest with you. I'm guessing the angry faces were because we were on about the footage we recorded of another paranormal team. We won't ever mention them because we're not into all that bitchiness and things. It's just pointless. Just get on with it.
Just leave 'em
as long
alone.
as they never use our name in anything of theirs, trying to say that we endorse it or whatever, then we'd obviously put some sort of press release up, but we just basically says no, blocked, see you later.
The video's starting to break up apparently.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably be running out of data. I think I've gone through about 4 gigabytes.
You'll be able to watch it anyway afterwards. It'll be like perfect stream anyway. It's just because it's live, as you know, it will break up.
Yeah.
So do you want to admit?
Yeah, it's getting late. I haven't seen my mate, but tell me when the boys get here. It's 7 o'clock and I want to rock. I want to get a belly full of beer.
Cool.
My old man's drunker than a barrel full of monkeys. What song's that? And my old lady, she don't care. Saturday night's all right for fighting Elton John. This is my idol.
So not System of a Down then?
No,
Oh.
Elton John. Anyway.
Right. See you later, guys. And
Thank
thanks
you
for watching and participating. It's been a really good night.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to really do it without you. We'd have just been two idiots talking to
In the
ourselves.
middle of the field, yeah. Dancing. We had a little dance, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
See you later, guys. Bye.
See ya.